Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Federal government under pressure over UN order. Federal government under pressure over UN order. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The indigenous peoples of Biafra, IPOB, is upbeat that its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, would soon be a free man. Going by the recent directive by the United Nations to the Nigerian government, Kanu, who is currently facing trial, has been in the detention facility of the Department of State Services (DSS) in Abuja, the nation's capital, for about 14 months after his interception and rendition from Kenya by the Nigerian authorities. But the UN Human Rights Council's Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, in its decision contained in Opinion Number 25, 2022, has reportedly asked the Nigerian government to release the separatist unconditionally and compensate him for the abuse and torture he has and continues to suffer. Kanu's International Legal Counsel, Mr. Brisbane and Prof. Rachel Murray, who were engaged by his family as well as the IPOB leader's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, initiated the effort leading to the UN directive. The family of the embattled IPOB leader also hired two top legal firms which filed a kidnapping case against Nigeria in the United Kingdom. Badmans and Doughty Street Chambers. The law firms defending Kanu had said in a statement, at the first time of the transfer, Mr. Kanu was not in possession of his British passport. The transfer by Nigerian authorities, without identification, document, and with the aim of rendition to justice, amounts to extraordinary rendition and is unlawful under international law. Speaking on the latest development, Kanu's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, and chairman of Igbo Lawyers Association, ILA, Chief Chuks Muoma, a senior advocate of Nigeria, said Nigeria was bound to obey the UN directive. Muoma said it will be an international scandal if Nigeria refuses to pay the UN directive for Kanu's release. He further said the country might be sanctioned if it turns a deaf ear to the UN human rights body's order, stressing that it was dependent on whatever decision the body will recommend to its General Assembly for approval against Nigeria. The former IPOB lawyer explained that a refusal will amount to disobeying the world body to which Nigeria is a member, emphasizing that if one belongs to an organization, he or she will abide by its rules and regulations. It will be international scandal to disobey a directive from such an organization like the United Nations. So it has to carry out its membership obligations by obeying to release and pay adequate compensation to Kanu, as directed, Muhammad said. Saturday Sun learned that the UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, which rendered the opinion on Kanu as a quasi-judicial body that has the legal mandate of the United Nations to consider and adjudicate human rights petitions against member nations of the UN. Flowing from the above, Ejimako argued that failure of Nigeria to release Kanu will trigger a nasty diplomatic conflict with the UN that may convulse the country. He explained, further, the opinion is legally binding on Nigeria because the decision is based primarily on human rights standards set by the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, to which Nigeria is a signatory. Additionally, Nigeria, in addition to ratifying the UN Charter, has also ratified other human rights instruments that require it to comply with opinions like these. Ratification is a means by which a nation makes itself subject to international laws and treaties, and by the provisions of Section 12 of Nigeria Constitution and a plethora of decisions by the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Ratification makes Nigerians subject to whatever it ratified. It goes without saying, therefore, that as a bona fide member of the United Nations, Nigeria is subject to decisions issuing from all UN bodies. Nigeria is thus duty-bound to implement this decision in its letters and spirit, and it is expected to do so promptly. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.